Hey there, welcome back to my channel. You're at the Thrifty Journal shop. My name's Amber, and today I'm going to share one of my latest journals that is up in my Etsy shop. I'll leave all the details and the links in the description down below. I do have a slight glare there from my light, so I'm trying to hold it up here so you can see it. This is a little golden book, Where Do Kisses Come From? And I just added this sash. It's removable. I lightly tied it around here so you could see it. I will untie it here. You don't have to use this around the journal. I just wanted to add to it. And really what I did was I just took a bunch of different fabric scraps that I have. I sewed them together and then I sewed around the edges here. It is frayed and scrappy. There's threads. I really like that look. You don't have to use this as a sash. So it has fabric on both sides. If you wanted to, you could use these scraps for something else. So that will come with it. And here I just clipped this. This is just one of my paper clips that I made with some beads. These are some of the paper beads I made with some of my acrylic paper and some book pages. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. You can move this around. I just wanted to attach that. So this is my first time making a little golden book using a soft spine. I am just in love with soft spines. They are so movable. You just lose that stiff feeling, and I don't know. I love them. I prefer them over hard spines. It's just maybe that's a preference, but they're just fun. So I've got lots of ideas for future golden books using a soft spine. If I have any opportunity where I can sew through the chipboard, I love doing that, because it just, to me, it feels like it's extra security for the spine. So the spine is made from canvas paper. And then what I did is I took the canvas paper and I sewed all around the paper. This is some vintage quilt scraps that I found. So very pretty. So it is padded, so you will see that here on the edges, but I did sew around it. So I made the spine, and then I sewed around the spine, and then I sewed it to the chipboard. And then inside the spine, I secured it with some more fabric. The spine here is about 1.5 inches, and I did 2 signatures. I like to sew my signatures on the outside. So the height here is 8 inches and the width is almost 7 inches. So in the inside, I did line the covers with scrapbook paper, and then I made some pockets out of some scrap paper scraps that I had. And this is actually from a curtain, and I just cut that out from a curtain and added that with some fabric, and I did glue this along here. So that is the front pocket. So the first signature has 22 pages with a total of 44 front and backs. The second signature, I don't know how this happens, but it always seems like my signatures are uneven with papers. So the second signature, there's 24 pages with a total of 48 front and back. So you're going to have a total of 92 pages in this journal, front and back. This does have the entire original story inside, and it is in order. So let's do a flip through. I added a mixture of papers like I usually do. Here's some wallpaper, textured. I like doing fabric scraps. And in here is a playing card, and I just added a piece of stationery and some heart stickers. Here is a calendar page with a pink flower, and this is like a cardstock with some more flowers, look like roses made out of fabric. This is the paper that's in the front cover and the back cover here. This is scrapbook paper. Some nice copy paper, nice texture, bright pink with some fabric scrap. This is a book page from a craft book, a quilter's book, with just a ruffle of fabric down the side. And here's some of the original book pages. Some writing paper, and I just ran some fabric, attached some Monopoly money for you. Here is some of my handmade paper, just using watercolor and stencils. And then usually a lot of times if the page is intact, I secure it with either washi tape or like a hinged piece of paper just to give it more security. So this is washi. So making this journal, I had Valentine's Day in mind, but it's definitely, you could use this journal any time of the year. It's not heavily Valentine themed, but I did decide to put a little chocolate in there. So that's just a handmade card that I made with some packaging from Peanut M&Ms. Paper clipped there. And then inside the paper bag, I just paper clipped some cutout hearts. And you can use those however you like. More of that stencil lined paper, lined paper. Here's just, this is from a teacher's kit, and there is an elephant page in here. So I had that, I just attached that. Book page, beautiful images. Craft paper, that bright pink paper. Scrapbook paper. Here's the back of that calendar. And then here is one of my altered playing cards. I made a video on these. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it down below. Go check it out. This is just using playing cards and some of my paper. I sewed around it, and I just hand drew a little panda bear. And then I wanted them coming out of the pocket with his little hand, and then I attached, this is a paper bag from the handle, and I just made a little balloon coming out of his hand with a cutout heart, and attached some curly ribbon and just stapled it here. So I just attached it with a paper clip to this page, and this is some heavier cardstock. You can move it around. And then the back here is, so then the cardstock is sewn to some wallpaper, and then I just made a pocket. Here's just some scrap paper, sweetie. Original book page. And that is the first signature. Here's the second signature, and this is a page from a calendar. I just attached some Monopoly money down there. So here's some vintage wrapping paper. I love this wrapping paper with the sweet little angel babies playing all different kinds of instruments. Here's some of my shiny acrylic paper with some fabric scraps. Here's the hippo, original page with some lace. And then here is the back of that lined paper with the stencil. I sewed around here and created a pocket because here's some wrapping paper that was a little bit flimsy. I wanted to give it some more support. So I did sew it on the back of this lined paper and then just made a pocket. And here is a time card that I just altered, added some fussy cuts of flowers and another heart. So that is tucked in there. Here is a children's book page with some sweet little bunny rabbits. So here's a tuck spot I made with a flash card. I sewed around the edge. Then I just paper clipped a piece of cardstock or paper here with some hearts. And then this is just a heart that I cut out. And just attach that. Move that around. And then here's another card that I made into a tuck spot, a flash card. And then I just added this. It's like a paper bag with some hearts. This is from a craft book. I love these images. Just really pretty. paintings, some music paper with some fabric, original book page, some stationery, some more stationery, and I secured it with some washi tape, some fabric, a lot of writing space, a lot of places that you can glue, collage, whatever your heart desires. More original book page, music paper. Here's the back of that craft book paper with this really pretty rose petal next to the pink here. And I just added this little journaling card. It's the little moments that make life big. And then here is more of that children's book page with the rabbits. And then there's the back of that lined paper with the wrapping paper. And in here, I added a collage journaling card with some tissue paper from a dress pattern, just a stenciled balloon, a bunch of different collage there. In that pocket, original book page. Here's the back of that lined paper. Really pretty stencil and colors. A lot of colors in here. Then here I did another talk with a card with Winnie the Pooh, little notebook paper with some hearts, a journaling card with a quote. If there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart and I'll stay there forever. Winnie the Pooh with the Pooh. Love Winnie the Pooh. And there's the back of that shiny, beautiful paper. More of that wrapping paper. Here's the back of the calendar. And I added some fabric scraps. And then we've come to the back of the journal. And here is just some textured paper with that I sewed around and sewed this really pretty paisley type funky little circle there. And then here is a little tuck spot pocket, and I just included some different scraps of paper. So at the front one, I don't know if I showed what was in here, just some textured scrap paper with some candy hearts, and here's some of my watercolor paper I made, and then I just glued a fussy cut image that I had cut out of a calendar with some pretty flowers. That'll be tucked inside. So that is the sweet little golden book, Where Do Kisses Come From? With this, I will attach that. And it'll also come with this scrappy fabric sash tied around it. And you can do, you can remove that, you can do whatever you want with that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this brings you inspiration if you're working on your own journals or putting together your first journal. If you have any ideas for up and coming videos, please leave them in the comments. If you are interested in a tutorial on how to do a little golden book with a soft spine, let me know and I can work on that. Once again, this is listed in my Etsy shop. I'll leave all the information for that in the description down below. I hope you have a wonderful day. Get outside and have some fun. And I hope you find some time to create. All right, friends, I'll see you soon.